Payaza is a payment service provider that enables online and offline businesses to process payments and transactions across Africa through their payment gateway. And it was founded by these guys.
Four of us came together looking at the future of payments and then future of finance and funding in Africa, looking at how we can redefine the landscape of payments across African terrain.
And that's exactly what they did.
We founded Payaza in 2021 and we began operation more actively in 2022.
But after 2 years of rapid growth and doing everything right, they found one thing they weren't exactly doing right.
I was out with a friend and asking a couple of questions. Oh, I like what you guys are doing in Payaza. I've used your application, made payment. I'm using it for our acquiring business. It was excellent. Can I see your brand guide? Out of enthusiasm, I sent the brand guide thinking we are doing something extraordinary. Then he saw the brand guide and he started laughing. So why are you laughing? Because he's a full brand person. He understands brand visibility, he understands colors, he understands image, he understands branding. I looked so funny and looked embarrassed that evening. I'm a teachable person. So I took all of the learnings, and that same evening, I called a meeting with all the top guys. My guys are, okay, fine, let's look at this rebrand story. I'm an executive student in Northwestern Kellogg. So getting back to school that particular month, I chose an elective in marketing. Fortunately, I had a fantastic professor, Professor Labro, took us through the journey of marketing, branding, and I saw the importance of all of this in growth and development of any business that is going to go global. I took each and every class, each and every session of that particular marketing very, very serious for a whole month. So at the end of that month, I then convinced that we as a company need to go into this rebranding because that is the next phase of Payaza as a company.
So the problem was branding. But before changing anything, they wanted to hear what other members of the team thought about the old branding.
It was very, very basic in terms of colors, even the logo.
I think it was nice, simple, just an idea that came up and we're like, okay, let's just roll with this.
It was monotone, if you ask me. One blue all the way, and that was all there was to it.
For the logo, I really liked it. The Z with the 7.
That's not actually a 7.
What is it?
It wasn't bad.
The designs were bare.
The colors were really calm. They didn't really represent us as a company because we are very vibrant, very full of life.
Payaza had gone beyond that particular kind of branding. The old logo is something to really get us started, something we feel like speak to the speed of transactions, because which is what we were trying to change at that point in time.
So the previous logo, I personally like the previous logo, which shows the Z, and the Z simply means speed.
I just love the way the P and the Z look more like a payment and the Z that look like a dash, so fast payment. So that was my interpretation of the old logo and the idea behind it, and it kind of matched what we were trying to achieve.
So when you heard about the rebrand plan, what was your first thought?
I was surprised. I was shocked.
I was invited into a meeting. As I came into the meeting, I began hearing strange things, right? It was a meeting with top management, and I didn't know exactly what was going on, but apparently there were certain things going on at the background level.
I was very happy to jump on it. I was happy that I didn't have to push it. It came directly from the management.
I did not welcome the idea because I looked at it from the point of, oh, it's going to be a lot of work.
Of course, because we have to rebrand a lot of things that you already have. But then again, I was open to the change.
I welcomed it with all of my heart. It was very, very needed at this point in time.
So what were they looking for in this rebrand, and how did they find it?
Finding a way to represent all that we have been and all that we are becoming.
Trust, simplicity, efficiency, all of this needs to be represented in our brand identity.
Rebranding really shouldn't just mean you changing colors or changing typography and stuff like that. You want to also give the customer a new experience, a new feel.
We optimize the process from the point of onboarding to the point of them using the service and the post-service. So this ensures that after rebranding, the service is also rebranded.
Before now, we had just the Z that represented speed, but we are now a global company and we are growing.
I decided to run a test of the old logo and the new logo. Called my designer to put up the old logo on the shirt for me and then the new logo on the shirt. So the first week I wore the new logo inscribed on my shirt to class. Everybody was asking, where did you get this shirt from? what designer is this, who did this, and everything. So they got a whole lot of adoption, a lot of question about it. People really, really liked it. They were asking me, oh, Shay, where did you get this exact shirt from? So the following week, I wore different shirts with the old logo. No one asked any question.
So what was your first thought on the new brand?
Colors, colors, colors. There was a lot of colors to play with.
It felt like it was too colorful for me, but that was my initial thought actually. And when I got to see how it started to play out,
There's branding for everything that we could potentially, have our hands dipped in. The colors were just a thing for me. I was like, fantastic, yeah, we are here now. That's what we should be talking about.
We have an arrow pointing up, which simply means growth. I think it's that zigzag thing. How do you put it? It really makes sense. It also speaks to how transaction dynamics happens, right? Sometimes up, sometimes down. But you can see our own is on an upward trend, right? Which then tells you what we stand for in Payaza. We have also made use of different colors that are very, very attractive and catchy. But it's not just about colors, logo, and all of that. We have created like a new brand identity that shows a pivotal evolution in our brand direction on how we want to be represented globally.
The old logo speaks about the Z. The Z talks about speed. So to us, we consider speed as a competitive advantage at Payaza. But in this particular new logo, we still retain the Z because that's who we are. But we then added like the A, which talks about the accountability, and then the arrow, which points up, which shows about the growth.
So the first time I saw the logo, I'm not happy with the color purple, but now it has grown on me. I mean, with the other colors that we're contrasting with, it's growing on me, but I was really against the color purple. But they say it's not purple, they say it's indigo. That's what they say, but it's purple.
I think I like the colors for sure. I like the fact that it looks cleaner. More thought was put into it.
The new logo is pretty much just a symbol. Everyone knows what an arrow looks like, right? And the beauty of this one is that it goes upwards. That really shows that we're coming with a very strong force and we're only going high up.
If I were to describe the new logo with one word, I would say trendy.
After being with the old brand for about 3 years, it was sad to see the old brand go, right? Sad to see our colors go. We really played around with those colors. We had a lot of things with those colors.
Change is constant, and for every change, there is a price. And one of the price Payaza is willing to pay or has paid is the price of progression, price for optimization, price for endless possibilities.
It's a bit difficult, but then when you get with it, you get with it. Especially when you see you're moving on to something better. So goodbye, old logo, and the new logo.
I mean, Payaza is just about 3 years old. That's our first logo. And it's the start of what we had today and who we are going to become in the future. So the sentiment to it that was something that you betted, and now you're transitioning to something else. So it's kind of emotional.
I'm still kind of inclined towards the old logo in my heart. I know that for sure.
I'll keep my cups, my t-shirts.
I feel like we need this at this time. I feel like the next point of our growth in this industry demands certain things of us. One of those things is branding, and I'm glad that we're actually doing this now.